inclusive leadership tip number 3. Okay, so when you're thinking about your meetings and you're thinking about who speaks the most, who doesn't speak a lot, who follows others and gives, supports someone else's opinion, and you're thinking about whose opinions are the ones that are being supported, I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you actively sought out a way to get feedback from those not speaking up in the meeting in a different way? So let me give an example. Most of the time what we do is we say, oh, Sheila, would you like to contribute something here? And that's great, right? As a direct invitation, really important. But what that doesn't take into account is the fact that actually some people don't like sharing their opinions in groups, or the group dynamic isn't safe enough for somebody from a minority or from an outgroup experience to share a kind of contradictory point of view. So the thing that I'm wondering about is, when was the last time you sought out the opinion of someone who isn't very vocal in the meeting or is overly positive in one direction towards maybe one dominant personality's opinion, and said to them, I'm wondering if you have any additional thoughts on that? Because that helps you include opinions that may not be able to be shared within a meeting group setting. And that also has you aware of who shares, how much they share, who follows, and whose opinions are actually being supported. That's something really important, because in research we see that there are certain people who are seen and heard as more of the leaders than others, and it isn't necessarily because it's their idea, but it's because when they say the idea, we hear them differently. So you can bring a little bit more awareness to that piece, and I invite you to do that, and to think and reflect a little bit on different ways to include people in the conversation, even if at the meeting it may not be the best place to do that because of group think or group dynamics.